The wicked and deceiving visions of silver spray one-way mirrors bring creepy feelings. But when you have no clue of what's really behind you, you ain't looking suspicious. Most people you encounter are fake when they living. They just good at disguising lies and their body language. Wonder why whoever's being interrogated can't see through the mirror, but the cops that's behind that same mirror can see him? Light is the trick. And that's why they fill your side up with so much light, yet the other side, darker than Wesley Snipes. Now these type of one-way and two-way mirrors are used within many organizations for business purposes. Hospitals use them, certain daycares, security companies. It's for observations, meaning they're observing you. But when you're dealing with hotels, motels, renting, or in an apartment, and these type of mirrors are what's watching you, you're in a house full of problems. Either they're physically watching and recording you, or they can record you without having to physically be there to watch you. They'll put you on a live stream overseas, because you got many people that'll pay to see your visions on the screen. Crazy human beings, belong in the wild, never with domestic things. Checking in these 5-star hotels, they can see. And when you go to sleep, a floorboard pops up, snatch you up, bringing you beneath. Y'all ready for this journey here? Let's slide. This van here has been known to make millions of kids and women disappear right before your blinking eyes. Step up, finna show you how one look on the inside. Let's ride.
Look normal. I'm still gonna kick it back over. You ain't gonna be able to. What?
Right here.
That's the power, everything. That power, all this shit in here. Extra air, all that.
That's air.
It's like this, like all this.
I didn't even see that.
I don't even know what all this is. It should look like a bomb or some shit. This is, I don't know, this right here.
I think it's a joke.
That's like the door. I think this unlocked the door. I want to close y'all in here and see.
No, don't close me in there.
Yeah, I would. Let me.
I'm going to open it.
I just want to see. Knock on it so we can see. Can you hear?
I will.
Climb out, Alicia. Let her do it.
She ain't scared him. Close the door. She from Texas with the face on her. Knock. Hold on. Knock.
Say something. Scream. Open the door, tell her scream.
You can't hear her knocking.
You can hear it a little bit, but barely.
She said scream.
Closing the screen. Do it again. Oh, hell no. You can't even hear it.
Y'all screaming
Hell
loud.
no.
Y'all
You can't
screaming
even
loud.
hear that shit.
That is something. That is crazy.
Look, listen to this.
Oh, yeah. Look at that shit. That shit.
Yeah, they had something underneath here. You can.
It looks soft.
Cause they don't weld it together.
That's the insulation, Alicia. It's insulated. You can't even hear. That's crazy. It's some fucked up shit. Oh, fucking power box. And then this connects to the outside. That's how this thing get power right here, y'all. This.
What is all this shit?
Like they tried to clean it.
Cause they don't tell them what they don't roll. The only thing you can see visible is that help.
Yeah, and them little scratches.
That's these little hand marks.
Look on the roof. Look at all them scratches up there. Look. I don't even know what that say. That shit look like blood and everything. It do.
Women and black children coming up missing these days. Time for a safety check. Ladies, if you see these kind of vehicles parked, do not park next to them, and definitely don't park in between them.
Posts and pictures of white vans are popping up in West Michigan's social media feeds, along with talk of sex trafficking and kidnappings. Very troubling stuff.
Also, if you're moving or having to shop during the day. Try to avoid going to major mall places in the evening or at night when it gets dark.
Tell voyeurs, this guy may be the world's most notorious.
How many people over the years were you able to spy on?
I would say it would be thousands.
Thousands of people.
Oh yes, thousands.
When Gerald Foos owned the Manor House Motel in Aurora, Colorado, he built a platform above the rooms where he would spy on unsuspecting hotel guests through vents. He got away with it for decades, and his wife Anita even joined in.
Do you feel guilty now at all?
Somewhat, yes and no.
Her husband actually kept detailed notes, which served as the basis for the new book, The Voyeur's Motel, by renowned writer Gay Talese.
Gerald, are you a pervert?
No, I don't believe I am.
Some people would look at you and they'll just say, you're creepy.
But I never started it out thinking in my mind it was creepy. I thought it was voyeuristic and voyeurism.
So you don't feel badly about what you've done?
I guess you can say I don't.
We have seen an increase in human trafficking, specifically online.
With children now spending more time on computers and devices, concerns are growing.
76% of transactions for online females starts online.
Career prosecutors Melissa Hopmeyer and Catherine Marsh say kids ages 11 to 14 are highly recruited, even boys.
So we're just going to one of the local motels. We got a text message from a guy who found the ad we had posted.
Since launching a human trafficking task force in 2014, Detective Joe Scaramucci's two-man team has been using internet savvy and a finely tuned ground game to round up hundreds of suspects.
Smart. You know, they know how to identify a vulnerable child in a chat room, or I always tell parents, online gaming for boys is a huge way that boys are recruited.
We target traffickers, we target buyers.
Routinely outpacing larger law enforcement agencies.
Slide on out here for me, guy. Put the phone down.
I haven't seen one yet that's presented a reason why we're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to arrest you. What's your rank in the military?
Sergeant. Hey, you even got love notes from your wife and your lunch kit.
Yeah. I can't do this. Please, I have to go home.
If we can take the buyers out, then we can also kind of decrease the amount of trafficking. Most of the time, law enforcement isn't doing that.
To spread awareness that 30 children, 30, have vanished in the thin air in 2 weeks.
Hair also educates about labor and
don't
exploitation.
Happen nowhere,
it was a sharing of a picture, and now that abuser is blackmailing the child for more explicit content, or to come out and meet them outside of their home.
As the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has seen an increase in tips, Hopmeyer suggests parents help decrease the chances for potential danger.
Having an open and honest conversation with your children that they can come to you with any issues.
So y'all don't care about the
up.
kids at all? Bro, these is 30 kids. In one city, Cleveland. I'm about to bring up the article. In one city, not 10 cities, not a state. In one city, 30 kids disappeared. Parents don't know where they at. Police don't know where they at. Ain't been heard from in days, weeks. 30 children vanished. And you mean to tell me that a blogger can't sacrifice one video out their day, one, to just spread awareness?
Congressman is demanding rideshare companies do more to help stop human trafficking. It's a bipartisan push that comes just 3 weeks after Uber rolled out its teen accounts program where a child as young as 13 years old can request a driver and ride alone. It puts children at the doorstep of a potential predator here. So 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live for us this evening in College Park. And Cody, this very topic touches on a story you first reported last night.
Yeah, Jennifer, just about every teenager has one of these. It allows a predator into your home and access to your child. In this case, it was Instagram, how the two connected, and her escape was Uber, how she got out. 2 apps at every child's fingertips.
A group of bipartisan senators, including Georgia Senator John Ossoff, are sounding the alarm about Uber and Lyft's potential enabling of human trafficking. In a joint statement, the senator said, tragically, ride-hailing apps like Uber have been used for indicate that ride-hailing apps are among the most used means of transportation. Sergeant Chris Campbell knows firsthand. A recent missing, possible runaway 14-year-old was rescued 50 miles away, found in a hotel room with an alleged trafficker who flew in from California.
It's believed that she left in an Uber that was sent up here to her.
A man, Sergeant Campbell says, she met on Instagram.
His intentions were to take that child back to California with him.
The child was rescued before it was too late. However, there are many others who aren't as lucky, which the letter sent to both Uber and Lyft highlight the importance of educating their drivers, specifically Uber, who now allows 13 to 17-year-olds to ride alone. The senator's letter states, we are concerned that the measures taken to date are insufficient to address trafficking on the company's ride-hailing service, especially given Uber's recent announcement.
I felt something about him when he kept looking at me strange. I'm looking like, this man just watching me. I'm like, shit. But you know what a lot of us do when we get inside of an Uber? We automatically just, we're riding. So we're texting. You know, we watching videos. We're looking at shit on Instagram. We take our eyes off of Uber drivers all the time. To know that this man had me in his car and he had not even started the app. Do you know he could have done anything to me last night, taken me anywhere last night? But this is what stood out to me, because I ended up calling the critical response line last night with Uber. Is that when I pulled up his information this morning, it shows the actual street that I jumped out the car on. It shows the location of where he actually started the supposedly route was.
According to Saved in America, there are more than 365,000 missing children in our country each year. 30% of those missing are being trafficked.
Trafficking often conjures up images of big city crime committed quietly under the cover of darkness. But it's happening in small towns too.
It's almost easier to order a human being than it is a piece of pizza at this point.
Often in plain sight.
We keep the heat turned up and the hammer down on them.
Put your hand up now, smoke your
McLennan County sits between Dallas and Austin.
Is this a case where don't mess with Texas applies?
Don't mess with Texas, yes. Especially Central Texas.
With a sheriff's office in Waco making sex for sale risky business.
We'll see very often where they're saying don't go to Waco because you run the risk of getting caught. 10-4, and wrap to the jail.
Regular stings include Scaramucci posing online as a sworker to lure buyers looking for a tryst.
So I'm telling him for a half hour to engage in full course is $140.
Even if you don't show up, chances are we're able to work it backwards and get an arrest warrant and go pick you up.
Hey, what's up, man? It's a felony.
It's a felony? I have to tell you something.
What?
I just got arrested.
No, that is not what happened.